So a lot of folks talk about the importance of nonprofit stories. I don't know how often we see this on LinkedIn, nonprofit storytelling, yada, yada, yada. It's really important, but nobody teaches you how to tell compelling nonprofit stories. I shouldn't say no one. I don't see this very often in the LinkedIn sphere. I'll just put it that way. But there's actually effective processes and frameworks of telling great nonprofit stories, and we're going to share one. But I'm going to just add a little caveat. I think it's very important to take a ethical approach to storytelling because these frameworks can be used in a manipulative fashion, which we are very much against. So just going to go ahead and say quick pulse. Everyone, we are here to teach ethical nonprofit storytelling frameworks. And the one that we're going on over today is called the Pastor Framework. And this is not a religious framework, that is an acronym, PASTOR. And so this was developed by a gentleman named Ray Edwards. He is a world-renowned copywriter. He's written several great books on copywriting, and he developed a Pastor Framework. And we just want to share this framework with you so that you can understand a method of telling great nonprofit stories. So the P in Pastor stands for person, problem, pain. A is amplify. So you're amplifying the problem. The S is story and solution. The T is transformation and testimonial. The O is the offer. And the R is the response or the call to action. Okay, so what we're going to do in just a moment is we're going to use a fictitious example of an environmentally focused nonprofit. I don't think we had any other examples for environmental, so I'm excited to get to share this one with you. And so just think about these tips, take a screenshot of this, look up Ray Edwards. He's got a lot of great resources on the framework, the Pastor framework. But I want you to see what this looks like. And you can adapt this for speeches, presentations, like we do this for our clients that are having fundraising presentations. We take them through the Pastor framework or other frameworks so they can tell very compelling nonprofit stories. But as you're going to see on this next slide, how does all of this integrate together? Right. So we have this story of a gentleman named Javier, who's a fisherman off the coast of Honduras. So we have this great empathic story about his life on the sea and how his father taught him how to read the tides, mend nets, and respect the sea. But wait a second, there's a problem. But lately, the ocean feels different. The fish are disappearing, storms arrive earlier and hit harder. The water is thick with debris that tangles his nets and chokes the coral reefs below. For Javier and thousands like him, the ocean is no longer a source of security. It's a daily reminder of how fragile their future has become. This is a good problem statement. It also hints at the size of the problem, right? What's going on here. So we're really trying to tie in all of these pieces together and making this really clear. But then we want to amplify. If nothing were to change, entire fishing villages could vanish. But when reefs die, fish stocks collapse, when mangroves are destroyed, storm surges wipe out homes and harbors. The loss isn't just environmental, it's generational. So you can see us amplifying this problem. But then we introduce this fictitious nonprofit Blue Horizon Initiative. They exist to help people like Javier rebuild what's been lost. And here we have 4 different programs that are listed here. We have a testimonial and the transformation of the programs listed here. His stretch of coastline is alive again. Schools of snapper have returned. The water runs clear, and local families are fishing sustainably. Here we have a testimonial from him. And then we have a section, Our Impact So Far. 38,000 coral fragments planted, restored coastal zones, a 40% increase in fish population, 82% of families reported improved income stability, 225 local fishermen trained, but 92% of youth trainees remain employed locally. So we're bringing all of these pieces together, but now we are inviting the donor to be a part of the solution. That's what the offer is. You can make that same transformation possible for another village. $50, $500, $5,000. This is what your money is going to go to. When you invest in restoration, you're not just saving the ocean, you're saving the livelihoods built upon it. So join us in rebuilding the world's coastlines, one reef, one fisherman, one generation at a time. Donate now, right? And so this is how we tie all of this together using a very simple but effective framework and making this more clear. So